New tonight, an arrest in the murder of a Memphis rapper from last spring. 23-year-old Kevin Brown is facing several charges, including first-degree murder. Investigators say he shot and killed Sayso P. His real name is Latorian Hunt.
You shot straight, but you shot late. High level. This is the Rundown Podcast.
I'm gonna give you the rundown.
Say man, hey man, it's OG Jucario. Now I'm back at you with another one. And one of Sayso P, the rapper out of Memphis, one of his killers was caught, you guys. That's right, he was arrested. And obviously they already had his information out there. Kevin Brown was wanted for this murder of Sayso P. And it seems like authorities have caught up with him, and he didn't give him no type of resistance or nothing. He just went on and put his hands behind his back and surrendered because he knew that this day was coming.
This all happened outside of the Westin Hotel in downtown Memphis in March. Rapper Sauce Walka, whose real name is Albert Mundane, was also hurt. U.S. Marshals say they found Brown at a hotel in Clarksville. Another suspect in the shooting, Jayden Dandridge, was found dead in Houston before the warrant against him could be served.
Now, at the same time, Sauce Walka was shot in that whole incident, and Sauce Walka survived that shooting because he was standing right beside his artist, Sayso P, who was murdered there, right there by the FedEx Center, downtown Memphis.
Houston-born rapper Sauce Walka was one of two men shot outside of a Memphis hotel today. Police say a suspect got out of a car and fired several shots at both men just before 3 p.m. today. Now, the other man, Mundane's friend, we're told sadly died at the scene.
Said this smoke was Sayso P, but now these niggas ain't on shit. Back in Memphis, where niggas kill you for some pennies. I got niggas I grew up with said I can't come to my city. I'm back in Memphis. Really from the bricks, I don't know how I done get rich. But ain't shit changed, ain't going for shit. Hope you don't think that you sleep.
We're live on the scene in downtown Memphis, where they had just shot and killed Sayso P and injured Sauce Walka in the shooting right here in downtown Memphis, man. At the Westin Hotel right down there. We're on second. This is crazy, man. Only on Blackwood News. Y'all know this. Let's go.
One man is dead in what police say was a targeting shooting that happened just before 2:45 this afternoon. I want to step out of the way here so I can show you that the scene is still very active. You can see at least a dozen police officers are still down here at the moment investigating this scene. Again, Assistant Chief Don Crow spoke to us about 45 minutes ago saying that this was a targeted shooting, happened just before 2:45 p.m.
Yeah, this has been an active scene for a couple of hours. I want you to take a look at this scene right over here. As you can see, officers are still on the scene working the investigation. This all happened right here on the intersection of B.B. King Boulevard and Lieutenant George W. Lee Avenue, just steps away from the FedEx Forum. It was a busy Saturday downtown here, packed with visitors and family, when suddenly gunfire rang out. Now, this is what Memphis police had to share with us, that one victim was rushed to Regional 1 in critical condition, and one person was pronounced dead on the scene. The shooting again happened in broad daylight, sending shockwaves through the crowd, catching both residents and tourists off guard. People nearby told Fox 13 it all happened so fast, and now there is a growing crowd we'll like to show you of individuals and loved ones gathered just outside the crime scene tape. They're just desperate for answers.
You know, the suspects got out of a vehicle and appeared to target the two victims as they were in the street.
Now, the first suspect that they put out there that was caught on videotape, along with another suspect trading spots, switching spots in the car that they were in, the murder vehicle that they did this homicide of Sayso P in. and shot Sauce Walka. This guy, Jaden Dandridge, right? He was found in Houston. Now, he was found deceased, dead at a abandoned mall called the Greenspoint Mall there on the north side of Houston. And somebody had dumped his body, right there by the garbage cans at this mall, in the backside of the mall, at this facility where they found him at. And yeah, man, he was shot up pretty bad, right? Multiple times. And keep in mind now, this is one of the suspects from Memphis that was found in Houston dead. Slide with me back to H-Town as we check out some of this footage of what happened to old Jaden Dandridge, the first suspect that they named in Sayso P's murder and in that shooting of Sauce Walka back in Memphis. Run it. You know, murder was a Sayso P, right? And one of the guys who possibly shot Sauce Walka being found dead in Houston at that, abandoned Greenspoint Mall. That just adds, more speculation and more suspiciousness, right? More mystery to the whole ordeal.
One of the men accused in the shooting death of a Memphis-born rapper is dead. Memphis police confirmed 21-year-old Jaden Dandridge was found dead in Houston.
Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson has more on that investigation as police continue to search for a second suspect.
That suspect police are looking for in connection with this deadly shooting is Kevin Brown. That's a pretty common name, and police tell me they do not have a picture of him in their system. Speaking of MPD, meanwhile, questions are surrounding just how that first suspect died.
As Houston rapper Sauce Walka remembers a fellow entertainer shot and killed next to him just feet from the FedEx Forum.
It's last time I'm back home. Celebration tonight.
Memphis police say Houston PD confirms the body found of one of two suspects wanted in the case, 21-year-old Jaden Dandridge. Monday, Fox 13 News asked MPD for details related to Dandridge's death, but no more was released. Investigators say still at large is a second suspect, 22-year-old Kevin Brown. Fox 13 News did some digging, but could not find an adult criminal record for Brown in Shelby County. Hence why in an email from MPD, we were told they did not have a picture of Brown, but released this video of two men getting out of the getaway car they say used the day of the murder. MPD confirms the man getting out of the rear passenger side of that Dodge Charger is Jaden Dandridge, the suspect now dead. But MPD could not confirm whether the man with whom he switches seats here is in fact Kevin Brown. Both Brown and Dandridge are accused of shooting and killing 27-year-old Latorian Hunt, a Memphis-born rapper who went by the name Sayso P. The shooting happened in the middle of the day, March 22nd, in front of the Westin Hotel in downtown Memphis. Rapper Sauce Walka seen in surveillance during the shooting running from the shots. He survived.
Houston, I'm back home. Celebration. I made it. I survived. I'm back. Sauce and P, Sayso P.
Now, Kevin Brown is charged with first-degree murder, also attempted first-degree murder, among other charges. Of course, police want Kevin Brown off the street. If you know of anything, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at number 901-528-CASH. In downtown Memphis, Daniel Wilkerson, Fox 13 News.
Now, as you heard in that news broadcast, that Kevin Brown, the other suspect, was already pinned as a suspect in the law enforcement's eyes, and he was involved some type of way, and they were looking for old Kevin after the first suspect, Jaden Dandridge, had already been found dead in Houston at that abandoned mall. Wowzers. Yikes. So now we have a recent arrest with Kevin Brown being apprehended for that murder of Memphis rapper Sayso P and the shooting of Sauce Walka. And as we also seen in that video when the assailants were getting out the car and shooting up those victims, right? We seen another suspect get out that car, but he did not participate in the shooting. But the driver and this other guy who got out the car with the other two shooters who didn't actually shoot a gun, pretty sure they're looking for him and the driver as well. So I'm trying to figure out, do they have the knowledge and the intel on who these other two suspects were in this crime, because it was 4 total suspects, 2 shooters and 2 more riders in that car. According to a Fox 13 Memphis News article, it says that the Marshal Service said agents arrested 23-year-old Kevin K.J. Brown in Clarksville on Wednesday. Authorities said that they found Brown at a motel on Wilma Rudolph Boulevard and that he was arrested without incident. Brown is allegedly one of the several gunmen who opened fire outside the Westin Hotel in downtown Memphis on March 22nd. That gunfire left Memphis rapper Sayso P, whose real name is Latorian Hunt, dead in the middle of the road. Sauce rapper Sauce Walka, whose real name is Albert Mundane, suffered critical injuries in the shooting. According to Hunt's mother, the rapper had moved to Miami and was living there when he visited Memphis back in March, and he was in town to visit family, his mother said. And Brown is the second suspect to be identified in the case. Authorities obtained a warrant for another man, Jaden Dandridge, shortly after the shooting, but officers found Dandridge dead in Houston, Texas, before he could be served with a warrant for that murder. And Brown has been charged with first-degree murder, 2 counts of felony criminal attempt, 2 counts of employing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony, and theft of property. He is being held for the Memphis Police Department to pick him up for extradition back to Memphis. Wowzers. Yeah. So there we have it. Those rumors of the second suspect, Kevin Brown, being dead, just like the first suspect, Jaden Dandridge, was found dead in Houston. You know, now we see that this was a lie. He was not deceased. He is, absolutely alive and arrested for this murder of Sayso P. And like I said just a few minutes ago, you have 2 more suspects who were in that car and charges could be pending on these other 2 suspects. So y'all get in the comment section and y'all let me know what y'all think about this entire situation with a second suspect actually being caught and not being found deceased. And, he's not a dead man, so he can talk, right? Y'all know the saying, dead men can't talk, but obviously for Jaden Dandridge, that, applies to him. But the second suspect who was caught, right? Will he give up information on the next 2 suspects who were in the vehicle, and also others who could have been plotting and planning maybe a conspiracy, right, to kill Sayso P. So y'all let me know. And until the next time, this is OG Jucario TV with the latest in rap, hip hop, celebrity, and urban news. You're watching the Rundown Podcast. I appreciate everybody for spending with me. I appreciate all my subscribers for sliding with your boy every time. And say, hey man, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button, and look, turn on post notification so we can slide whenever I get the drop. You already know what it is, man. It's deep in the Buddha, her, you hear me? And guess what? I'm gone.